Hi everyone, my name is Rishit. Today is the 7th of April 2024 and I'm going to be going over my weekly prediction for Tesla. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and finalize the boundaries for this one. But before getting into this video, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the decisions, risk, reward, and trading style. And if you're not necessarily comfortable with mine, definitely go do your analysis. But this video is here just to provide an insight into my opinion based on the analysis that I conduct, so feel free to watch if you're interested. But without further ado, monthly charts we can see have been on a bear run for Tesla as of starting from July, and although April hasn't closed, so we can say definitely until March. So if we draw the line here, we can quite clearly see that we've been going downwards quite significantly and from Tesla. However, we do see that although very slight, there is actually a decrease in volume across this downwards pattern. So that's actually encouraging, since it suggests that over time, Tesla should actually end up rebounding upwards, since this is a classic signal of a distribution phase, which is typically occurs before a start of an uptrend. So RSI is continuing to go downwards and has crossed its average quite a while back. Same case with the MACD. In fact, the MACD is in its negatives, and it's definitely going downwards along with its cross. But that's all we get from this chart. Let's now move to the weekly charts. Weekly charts, we can see that this wedge that we saw on the monthly charts becomes much more apparent, and this is what I was talking about last week. So here we can see that the price is very, very close to this resistance here, a prior resistance at 163.70, which has definitely held true across history. And this is a very strong resistance point. So we will be expecting that if Tesla goes down from this resistance, that we should have a strong downwards movement. And obviously, if it goes above the candle's high, then we could expect an upwards movement. Since this is the top line, basically, of the falling wedge, which typically ends up going upwards. So this resistance isn't too close to the current spot price, so which is why I will be using the low at 160.51 as the sell stop or the support, and the 177.19 points as the resistance or buy stop. RSI we can see is definitely going downwards. MACD, same case, it had crossed before and it's continuing to go downwards. Strong bearish confirmation from these indicators. Daily charts, very similar case. We did have a hanging man type pattern with a confirmation, which is why I did mention in the last video that Tesla should be going down this week. And when we switch to the Excel sheet, you'll see accordingly the profit that was made. Here we can see again, RSI is quite iffy here. However, across the past few weeks, definitely has been going upwards, although we do expect that Tesla stock should generally be going down this week, but regardless, we do have some room for an upwards movement. Again, MACD is not diverged yet, but it is on the verge of breaking downwards. We can't predict on that yet. Again, RSI did break its average, but that happens. So we definitely do have a bearish signal, if you will, but you can see that this happens quite a lot more than expected, since we did have a break here and another break here, which is why I'm not giving it more importance. But the slope in general is actually positive. So that is a divergence, since we can see the price clearly going downwards. However, we have an upward sloping RSI. So we, again, quite contradicting signals, which is why the buy and sell stop are evenly spaced this week, since whichever direction it goes, it is expected that there should be a strong movement in that direction. Now, again, last week we had a sell signal, which ended up giving us a profit of $1,053.57, which is 1.04%, and increasing our weekly closing balance to $102,553.47. And again, I've added this column here of the running total P&L. So as of now, we have a total of 2.51% given in 1 month, which is quite good, meeting the target that I had set. For this week, as mentioned, 177.19 resistance, 160.51 support, target 2% trailing stop loss. If we are in a position and it's not closed yet, neither are hit, then we will just close on Friday. Before the close on Friday, weekly trend and monthly trend are down. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.